Hi, this is Sherry Henley, and I'm here with Pallavi Raj. It's so good to have you on the set of BOCTV today.
Thank you, Sherry, and I'm so excited to be here too.
Thank you. Pallavi has been a member of ours now for probably a few months, give or take a little, and we are here to talk about her business. I'm very excited to tell you about what she is doing along with your husband, I believe.
Yes.
This is a joint venture. So stay right where you are, and if you have any questions, let us know. You can call us at 901-820-4469. I am the founder of Business Over Coffee International. You can find us at businessovercoffee.biz. If you are watching this, you definitely want to check out our membership, but for now, I want you to hear all about Pallavi Raj and what she and her husband have to offer for you. So tell us all about your business, the name of your business.
It's Agavey, and it's spelled Agavey, and you can access it on the World Wide Web at www.agave.com. And we have something really exciting for the greater Memphis area. And what we have created for the homeowners in this area is an online marketplace where they can purchase home maintenance and improvement services. So what we stand for is exceptional convenience, absolutely great pricing, and quality service from really, really exceptional service providers.
Now, the quality service is very important because anyone can, I'm going to date myself, they can go to the yellow pages or they can go to the internet and they can look up plumbing, okay, let's just say, or housekeeping, and they can come up with all different types of listings and make phone calls. You do all of this for them, and you don't accept just anybody. There's a rigorous approval process from my understanding. So for our viewers, tell us exactly what you do to approve these people that are on your list.
Absolutely. And I'll digress just a little bit, Sherry.
Sure.
But just to talk a little bit about how hard it is to find the right service provider.
Yes.
I have to tell you that the home we live in, it's been close to 8-9 years. But all this while I was feeling that I have a part-time job for my house. All that finding people to do your lawn, change your gutter, clean your gutter, pressure washing, cleaning your home. That was like a part-time job for me. And finally, we realized that there is no way available in today's world where we can easily go and find the right service provider who can fulfill these services without us having to spend a lot of time.
Sure.
So, back to your question, the way we go about finding out who's the right service provider, first of all, the process that we have is an invitation-only process. That means that unlike the folks you find on search or Yellow Pages or Angie's List or Craigslist, or even for that matter, Better Business Bureau, anybody can go and list themselves over there. Some have a fee, some have some other ways in which you can do it. But just absolutely anybody can go and list themselves as a service provider. But what we do is, say we decide on listing a certain service, let's call it lawn spraying. We talk to several service providers. So out of all those lists that are available out there and the information that's there, we handpick a few which are reputed. And we have found their good reputation on different sites, or a few people have recommended them to us. We reach out to them because we also want to know their pricing. There is a whole spectrum that's available.
Absolutely.
So we also want to do the price discovery. So for lawn spraying, you will find folks who can do half an acre for anywhere from $200 some to $1,000 some. So we find out their price, we compare the services that they have to offer, and then we try to find somebody who's giving quality service at a good price. When we are done with that process, we reach out to those select service providers, and then we request them to share their business license, insurance, bonding,
Right.
references, everything that our end customers would want to take a look at.
Sure. So you do
And-
all the legwork
Yes.
that I would have to do if I were the one that were calling this
Absolutely.
person.
Absolutely.
And it would take a long time to decide, do I really want this person to come into my home? And what happens is most of the time people don't do the research and they just have someone come in and then they're left holding the bag, so to speak, if something were to happen.
You got
If they're
it.
not bonded or if they have a record or something like that.
Exactly.
So I love what you do because you're putting legs on the customer service aspect and you're really offering a VIP service because these are really the cream of the crop that you've handpicked.
Absolutely, and we think highly of our service providers. Sometimes when
Yeah.
I'm talking about them, I feel like a proud parent talking about how good their children are.
Sure.
But that's how we look at them. We meet with them several times. So these were, as
Yes.
we were having a little conversation, these are some of the hard facts that are available. On top of that, we go and do their background check. And then we meet with them to see how technically savvy they are,
Right,
and also to see how responsive they are and how professional they are.
right.
So all that's really important. So there is that softer people skills layer around
Right.
this service that we are trying to
Right.
offer to our customers.
Right. Okay, now tell me about your service providers. Just choose three and tell me three different service providers that you can name that you're really proud of. I know you want them to go through you to get to them, so don't actually name their business, but just tell us what they do, what their industry is, and so forth.
Mhm. So one service that we have is a pretty comprehensive lawn service.
Right.
And that includes anything as basic as mowing to weed and fertilization spraying service
Right.
to an annual contract of the whole yard. So what that would mean that the homeowner knows the size of the yard and what they want, and they just go and buy that annual package, which comprises of a lot of different services which will be delivered throughout the year.
Sure. So,
Uh,
such as like landscaping and things like that, or is that additional?
No, that includes not landscaping.
Right.
Landscaping is a custom service,
Sure.
so that varies. But
Yeah.
all the mainstream things that a
Gotcha.
home's yard needs,
Yes.
like the mowing, spraying, pruning the shrubs,
All the things I
leaf
hate to
removal.
do. Yes.
Exactly.
Right.
All that's included.
Yeah.
And the best part of all is that when you talk about convenience, let me just tell you that these services that are available, you can get them at 3 clicks, and you can break the payments. So if it's an annual service, you're adding up a lot of things, but you don't have to pay everything upfront.
That's nice. Now,
That's broken down.
let's talk about payment plans. Your clients, do they become strictly your client and then you subcontract this out? Or do they contact your listings? How does that work?
Yeah, let me just explain the process, the way
Sure.
it works, so
Yes,
that everybody
please
gets
do.
familiar, because it's really different from how anything else works
Right.
outside of it.
Okay.
The way it works is that we have a list of services on the website, and for all of us who love to shop on the internet, I always compare it to something like Amazon.
Sure.
You have a listing of, say you're buying a book, you have all the books listed right there, and all the details are there so that you know what exactly you're
Sure.
buying, when will you get it, what's included, what's
Right.
not included.
Right.
And you need to provide your credit card once you're ready to purchase. So that's 2 clicks, and then confirm it. So that's 3 clicks.
Okay.
So you can buy that service in 3 clicks. What's generated is a confirmation of the sale, which we refer to as a voucher. And that voucher says that Sherry Henley, you bought this,
Yes.
this is where you live, this is the service provider that's going to be servicing you for the service you have ordered. This this is what you get, this is what you don't get, the service provider is going to contact you within 48 hours.
Outstanding. You've done this right, where it's a lot of hands off now. You've set
Yes.
up the backside of your website
Exactly.
to where people can go in and really self-service themselves.
Yes.
And that works well for you because it's
Mhm.
not so much hands-on,
Mhm.
although you're doing the background checks and you're doing all of
Mhm.
those types of things. Now, for our viewers, what is your website?
It's agavey.com, agavey.com. There is an easier route to it too for the greater Memphis area, and we have an additional URL which is very easy to remember, and that's called enjoyhomememphis.com. So you can go to either agave.com or enjoyhomememphis.com.
Now, you say the greater Memphis area, so tell us the region that you serve. I know we have a tri-state area here from Arkansas to Tennessee to Mississippi, although we are international. If someone in New York were watching, you right now are not servicing those areas, correct?
Right now we are not, but we really hope to be going to a few cities very soon.
Good. Now,
So-
tell us what regions you do serve right now.
Right now it is, actually it varies depending on the service provider. So whatever is the greater Memphis MSA, all the service
And break
providers
that down
serve
for
that.
us. MSA.
Metropolitan Service Area, I believe.
There you go. Okay.
You see, I'm so used to MSA that I
Sure,
forgot what
sure.
that stands for. Anyways, so whatever regions are covered in the yellow pages, let me just make that
Yes,
simple.
yes.
So that's the region. So I would say from central Memphis to maybe a 50-mile radius or so.
Okay.
Some of the service providers go a little bit farther into Arkansas and Mississippi too, but when you look at the service, that's mentioned up front.
Okay.
So it's easy for the person who's buying to
Right.
see if their area is serviced or not. But for most parts, it is. It
Now,
is.
as a Business Over Coffee member, if I were to go to your site and request something, do you have anything set up to where we get some type of perk? Maybe a free consultation, 10% off? What exactly would we get as a member?
You ask an excellent question because I had that on my mind. And when a Business Over Coffee member signs up, or one of the viewers or people who listen to the radio, all our audience out
Which
here.
is coming up Wednesday, I've got to say. You'll be on the radio.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
we'll talk
looking
more about that in a
forward.
minute.
I'm looking forward to it.
So am
So if one of our Business Over Coffee audiences or members wants to go to Agave, what you have to do is, when you go, we will ask you to sign up. There is a little box at the bottom that says, how did you hear about us? And I would like you to mention Business Over Coffee. It'll show up in the drop down. And if you sign up as a Business Over Coffee audience or member, we will send you a $15 gift certificate for your first purchase.
Oh, that's outstanding.
So all of you
Excellent.
out there, I would highly recommend go to agave.com, sign up. We have maybe 50 services right now and more on the way.
Name,
So,
just off the top of your head,
um,
name some of the services.
We'll go back, we have lawn spraying, house cleaning, tile cleaning, carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, granite, I should not be running out, irrigation services, plumbing. So that covers
That covers a
that
lot.
covers a big chunk of what we need on a regular basis.
Yes,
So,
most definitely.
uh,
I'm very intrigued that you would put this together because this is a lot of work. This is not something that's easy to do, especially with you talking about all of the research that you do, including the website. Now, did you and your husband set the website up, or is that something you outsourced?
No, we have a team of two very, very bright individuals. One of them is in Chicago and the other is in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
So,
We need to get them as a part of Business Over Coffee.
yes, and they are the technical brains behind
Great.
what we have put up, and they're such a great asset.
Now, tell us, and we're going to talk about the radio in a moment, But I would like to know what I would be thinking if I were on the other side of the camera and watching this would be what type of increase in price would I pay if I were to go through you versus picking up the phone and calling somebody that I found online. So how are you competitive in that way?
And I absolutely love your question again. So, as we were talking early on during our conversation, one of the things that we want to offer to our customers is a very good price. So, first of all, when we are looking at that service, we look at the range that's available. We know that there is always a broad spectrum, especially with things which are so loose, like
Right.
a service.
Sure.
I have to tell you that I had a leak in my house, and the estimates that I got were anywhere from $250 to close to $1,000.
Wow. So whatever
This
they
is very
decided to
reasonable.
charge is
Yes,
what
so
it was.
there is no standardization, and we absolutely want to capture and address that area.
Sure.
So we find out the price. We try to get somebody who's at a good price. That's the first thing. That's the first thing. That we want to make sure this is the qualified person and this is the best available price that we are getting.
Right.
Then, given that the service provider doesn't have to market, advertise so much
Right.
to get those customers, we try to negotiate a price that's better than what they normally give to their customers.
Yes.
So,
Now, another question that came to mind. There may be a member, there may be a non-member that's out there viewing right now saying, I know you're by invitation only, but I have an outstanding service and I would like to present it to you. Do you accept emails of people saying that they would like to be considered?
sure, sure.
And how should they
Absolutely.
contact you?
You can send an email. The best way is email at contact@agavey.com.
Okay.
Again, that's contact@agavey.com. So you can send us an email, and then what we do is, first of all, understand if our customers will need that or not. So this-
Exactly.
yeah.
Sure, there's no guarantee.
Mhm.
It's it's upon approval, obviously. But it's always good to know, do I have to wait on them to finally meet me, or can I at least present myself?
Absolutely.
And the way I have lived my life is show up to go up. If you don't ask, then you don't know the answer. You know, there's so many different things there that we could go into. But I encourage people who have a great product and you know that you could pass all the inspections that have been mentioned, and maybe a product's not the right word, service. A great service that is needed. We don't know if it's needed, but you may have heard something there. Definitely email Pallavi Raj and let her consider you. And go to businessovercoffee.biz and join us today. We would love to have you. We have 3 different plans. We have a free online plan where you can be an online member. You would pay $10 a month to come to each of our events. We have weekly events. I'm sorry, $10 per event and $5 per virtual event. Then we have our professional membership, which is what most people want. And that is where you can come to all of our events at no cost and get the online profile and have the radio interview and have the BOCTV interview according to the region that you're in for only $100 per year. And that's less than $10 a month and less than a cup of coffee a week.
Absolutely. And Sherry, if I may add, I would encourage all the viewers to check Business Over Coffee out too.
Thank you.
And I have to tell you that there are many forums out there.
Yes.
And I have been coming to this and hating to miss any event that I have.
And I hate to miss you because I love having you there.
Thank you so much,
I do.
Sherry. Thank you. So I just want to tell you that says a lot. And all of us are busy. I am busy. Sherry is busy. If I'm making time, there is something very valuable out there in the network that Sherry has created along with the founding members, and I would highly encourage you to come and check it out.
Yes.
And I have to tell you that I have a few folks in India, and I'm about to suggest it to them too.
Oh,
Since
wonderful.
you are,
That's fabulous. We're opening chapters. We're open to international chapters. That is my ultimate goal, is to have chapters everywhere. Definitely, we're building here in the Mid-South, and we have chapters in Atlanta and Nashville and so forth. And so that's very, very exciting. We can talk more about that offline and get more details. That would be great. I have a question for Pallavi that you may be wondering yourself. Agave. Tell me how you came up with that name and exactly what it means.
It has an interesting story, but agave is a little succulent, not really little. It's a succulent that grows in a large part of Mexico and in dry and arid areas. And one of the main things it's used for is to extract its nectar. It's a natural sweetener. So here there's a thorny plant, and what comes out of it is that natural sweetener. It's also used to make tequila for a lot of the tequila fans out there. But for me personally, getting home maintenance was a thorny experience. And we wanted to sweeten it here. So that's where we got the name from. That.
How did you discover the name? Did you do a search online? Had you seen the name and thought, well, that's an option, I might name my company that one day? Or how exactly did you come up with it? Because it's a really catchy name, Agave. I like that.
Thank you. I have to tell you that with creativity, and I'm sure you have seen that too, all the nice ideas just come to you in a flash one time where you're not expecting it. And I would say that's how the name happened too.
That's right.
It sometimes just come and you wonder which part of your subconscious it's coming from. But it was just that
the creative side of your brain.
And I'm very thankful for all the times it's not hibernating. I want it to be awake.
Sure.
But it just happened.
Right. Well, congratulations to you. You've been in business for how long now?
Actually, our website has been officially up for maybe four months or so.
And you are going gangbusters. You have several great service providers. I know several of our members have contacted you, and I can sleep better at night because I know that I could pick up the phone and call you. In fact, I told my husband the other day, I said, don't hire anybody to do anything around here until you talk to me. Because I need to call Pallavi.
Absolutely, Sherry. And I have to tell you, that's what keeps us driving. I personally want to live my life. I really want to. And I know a lot of you out there, and you, Sherry, you want to live your life, spend time with your family, play golf for those who play golf or hobbies or just the profession that you're really passionate about. So you want to be spending your time in things that you're really passionate about.
For sure.
And if home maintenance is not it, then it takes away a large part of your time. And you're really not enjoying your home, you're working for it. So I want to be able to help the people like me and you who really want to enjoy their life. Have something out there where they're not spending their days, nights, weekends.
So you're creating a win-win. It's very similar to what I see with Business Over Coffee and the members. With you, you have, of course, your listings who they're winning because they are getting clients sent by you. And then you have your clients who are winning because they're getting great service. And then you're winning because you are providing a great service and watching everybody grow, including yourself. And so it's a three-way win, and to me that's very positive. When you can come up with a three-way win, you have really accomplished something, and I think you're onto something here, and I support you 100%.
Well, thank you, Sherry. That means so much to me.
You're very welcome. I would like to tell you that Pallavi Raj will be on BOCI Talk Radio on Wednesday. And tomorrow is I just lost track of the date. Tomorrow is
21st.
The 21st of March. When is spring over? I mean, when does spring begin? Winter is over. Is that the end of? I think they said this
an
weekend,
equinox.
something like that. Yes, it won't be long. That's why I wore this today. I said, you know what? I'll only be able to wear it one more time, and then I can't anymore. Anyway, tomorrow is the 21st of March, and Pallavi Raj will be on BOCI Talk Radio with me, and she will be accepting telephone calls and questions. So I encourage you to tune in. How do you get there? Go to businessovercoffee.biz. Scroll down on your left-hand side. You will see our radio icon. You will click on there and it will take you to the radio show. You'll be able to listen live, or you can call in at 818-668-5411. If you're watching this after the fact, you can still contact Pallavi and give us again your contact information, your website, and your email address.
Sure. My phone number is 901-347-0667. Again, it's 901-347-0667. My email, I know it's hard to spell. It's pallavi.raj@agavey.com. That's HEAVEY.com. Or just send a note to contact@agavey.com and it will be routed to me. And I look forward to your questions and your suggestions, and I hope you can join us tomorrow on the radio too.
Yes, most definitely. You can also look Pallavi up on our website at businessovercoffee.biz. Go to the right-hand corner search bar, PALLAVIRAJ. I memorized it.
Thank you. Thank you, Sherry.
And you will find her there. She has a profile there, so there's many different ways that you can find Pallavi and Agavey for the Mid-South area, the Tri-State area, for your home services. What is your tagline for your business?
Enjoy your home, not its maintenance.
I like that. Enjoy your home, not
Not
its
its
maintenance.
maintenance.
Very nice. Did you come up with the tagline, or your husband?
Actually, we have a few people. We came up with enjoy your home,
Yes.
but we got some suggestions as to it's not really telling what you're doing.
Right.
And then we added the not
Very
its maintenance.
nice.
Actually, we have to thank Eric at Launch Memphis for that suggestion.
Yes, Eric Sridhar Sankara
Yes,
is the
yes.
co-founder of Launch Memphis. He's also a
Absolutely.
founding member here.
Absolutely, and we
Yes.
absolutely love the suggestion he
Yes.
came up with. I just realized you may just know him.
Absolutely. He's been on BOCI
Mhm.
Talk Radio, yes.
Mhm.
So it's interesting. It's a small world.
It is.
Our tagline at Business Over Coffee is bringing everyone together, and we are doing that from small businesses to startups to attorneys to fashion designers to entertainers. We have all different types of people that are coming together for one purpose, and that is for connections, collaboration, exposure, and business. The bottom line is to get more business, right? Show me the money. Remember the movie? Well, the thing is, we provide you with tools to help you do that, but we also build relationships and teamwork with our collaboration efforts and so forth. We provide 3 platforms. We work with professionals who want to optimize their business through 3 different things: social media, educational exchange, which is collaboration, and networking events. Our main networking event is Click and Connect. The one that's coming up this week is called Share, and it is a collaboration effort. There will be 3 different topics that will be discussed. One will be print and design, the other will be a digital magazine and profile, and the other will be marketing online, and I will be teaching that part. Bruce Orpett will be teaching the print and design, and Jerome Robinson with Just My Memphis will be teaching the digital magazine and profile. So you do not want to miss this. It will be virtual, and it will also be local, 9 to 11 a.m. Central Standard Time this coming Thursday, right here at Ridgeway Business Center, or online at businessovercoffee.biz. You can watch us from there. We hope to see you, and thank you so much again, Pallavi Raj, for being on here, Agavey. My hat is off to you. I wish you the very best with your business, and we're going to help you grow that business.
Thank you very much, Sherry. It was such a pleasure being here.
Yes, and it was a pleasure being here with all of you as well. So until next BOCTV, I encourage you to continue to bring everyone together and visit our website, businessovercoffee.biz. Sherry Henley, founder of BOCI. God bless you.